Hello guys. Happy Thursday. I'm gonna leave you guys the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can buy everything I'm gonna share with you guys and build your own bundles to get a free gift. So went ahead and pin that there, and then let me go ahead and share this live to my other pages. Which if you're not in my text service, make sure you join. Just say what's your number and I can tell you what number to text so that you get subscribed in, because you definitely want to be in it, because I tell you when there's good deals, good sales, things are back in stock, all the fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and send out our text. And then when you pop on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and say replay in the comments. My skin has been so dry from the river. I'm literally like peeling like a snake, which is so annoying. I've literally never had dry skin this severely on my under eyes. I like need a facial. I need a facial. Or maybe some water. I gotta get this dead skin off my face. So it ruins my makeup. I put on like the thickest moisturizer this morning too. And still. Dry, dry, dry. I think I'm gonna so I have to do some filming. I actually got the cutest pieces from Amazon, shockingly. Well, I guess not shocking anymore. Amazon has really stepped it up. But I got the cutest, like, cozy sets from Amazon. So I have to film a reel. So that's why we have to put our makeup on. But otherwise, I would not be wearing makeup today. It is so hot outside, hence my, like, little summer top. But I have to do this live with you guys because I feel like this is the makeup look that all of us moms need in our life, because it is fast, it is easy, it looks like you're wearing way more makeup than you are, and it saves you a ton of money. So I'm excited to show you guys this live, because honestly, like, you could do this live. I'm going to do it in about 10 products, but you could probably get away with like getting rid of maybe 1 or 2 things. So you could essentially do this whole makeup look in maybe like 4, 5, 8 products, like something really doable. So if you're not into wearing a ton of makeup, or you're balling on a budget, definitely tune into this live, save it. Go ahead and click that bottom in your bottom left-hand corner. I think it's like a paper airplane. If you click that, you can share this on your Facebook wall, so that way you can watch it on the replay when it's time for you to do your makeup this way. So I haven't done anything to my skin. I only have on all of my moisturizers and my skincare this morning. So I'm going to show you guys the pre-makeup routine that you do with this makeup look. So we are going to pretend it is time to go to school. We don't have a lot of time for ourselves. We're getting the kids up and ready. We're making them breakfast. Like, we got to put ourselves together quick, right? Thanks. This top is from Target, actually. I think it was like, I want to say it was like $12, $17, something like that. I got it in red and white. It's so cute. Here, I'll just stand up and show you. Still rocking my summer clothes. Okay, so first things first is primer. I know primer on those like quick days might not seem like, I don't need primer, I'm in a hurry. I am telling you, not only is this primer going to make your makeup look 10 times better, but this one in particular is called the Illuminizing Face Primer. This one has the most gorgeous like sheen to it. So not only is it hydrating, which is what we need, but it's going to help to hold your foundation into place, but it also makes your skin look glowy. Do you see that? Like radiant. So if you want your skin to like glow from within, then you need this primer. Again, it's called the Illuminizing Face Primer, and we're going to put that all over our face, and look at how instantly my skin looks glowy. I will actually wear this all by itself if I'm not putting any makeup on that day. 1, for me, I love that it's hydrating. 2, I love that it gives this sheen. So I'm telling you, if you don't own this yet, you definitely need to. It's called the Illuminizing Primer. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is spray our primer with our setting mist. And you're probably thinking you're setting your primer? Yes. You want to set your primer because it will help to hold the primer into place, especially if you have difficult skin. If you have skin that's super dry or super oily or combination, this combo of primer and setting spray underneath your makeup is going to hold everything in a place no matter what skin type you have and no matter what like environment you're in. If it's super humid outside, if it's super muggy, if it's raining or whatever, if you're going through menopause, like any of those elements that are pushing against your foundation, which makes it look cakey or flaky or gross, this routine right here is a must. So Illuminizing Primer makes your skin look glowy and iridescent, makes you look like you're glowing from within. And a little tip too, I mean, look at this. You can actually put this, like if you're wearing a strapless top, you can actually put this on like your collarbones and look, it literally glimmers. Or maybe you're like, I don't got collarbones, girl. We all got shoulder blades. We all got shoulder blades. Look at that. Versus this side versus this side. See the difference? So although it's primer, it still gives that radiant finish. So you can absolutely use this for highlight. You can use this for primer, obviously. You don't have to just use it on your face. We can use this if you're going out and about or you're wearing something like a tank top, strapless. Should have showed you guys this tip or trick in the beginning of summer, honestly. But it just makes your skin, wherever you put it, look like it glows. So highly recommend, and it's hydrating. So it's actually made for dry skin. Tried it and make it look so good. I'm telling you, your skin will look like it's glowing from within. So Illuminizing Face Primer, one of the most underrated products. And then we set it with our setting mist. Now we're gonna wait a few seconds, few minutes to let all of that saturate into your skin. That's gonna be a really important part to this because if you're not allowing your primer to saturate into your face, it's going to blend in with your foundation. That's when you start to, where it just doesn't look right, or it start getting flaky or cakey, or just it's not blending correctly on your face. Letting that primer saturate down into the skin is going to be important. Yesterday I didn't care for your nails, but today I changed my mind. I love them. Thank you. I know. My husband was like, why'd you do 2 different colors? I was like, I saw it on another girl and I just thought it was so cute. Not cute. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm kind of stalling, waiting for it to all go in. So now what we're going to do, and this is why this is the Mom on the Go makeup look, we're not going to use any foundation. No BB cream, no serum. Sometimes you don't have time, and sometimes you just need the bare minimum. So we're going to go in with concealer. I finally opened a new bottle. I should write the date on it, actually. So that way when it runs out, I can tell you exactly how long it took me to use it. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're going to take our concealer, and this is the shade Lace. I'm going to use this concealer just where I need it. Where I have redness, where I have blemishes, where I have discoloration, wherever I have like insecurities really, I'm going to use this concealer on those areas. So you could do a lighter shade for your under eye if you want, or if you are balling on a budget and you're like, I don't have that much of a budget to have 2 different concealer colors, then who cares? Use the same one all over. Okay, so we're going to use this concealer. We might use a little bit more. And then we're going to take the kabuki brush and we're just going to start to blend this out all over. Now this concealer I always rant and rave about because it has peptides, which peptides create collagen and create elasticity in your skin. Which, yes please, I want tighter skin. So this is going to essentially give our face like a facelift, which is, yes please. So concealer is going to go all over. Like I said, you could get a color that's the same as your foundation, which I wear the shade Lace in my foundation most of the time, but during the summer, I tend to do the shade Eyelet. So in the summer, I would mostly do Eyelet and then do Lace for my under eyes. But if you are in a hurry or if you are in a budget and you're like, I can only afford 1 concealer color, I'd go for a concealer that's kind of right in that middle, where it matches your skin some of the year. So we're going to go in with this concealer in the shade Lace, and I'm just going to blend this out all over. Now at first, it's not going to look like it matches, so just trust the process here. But this concealer, like I said, has those peptides in it, which are going to help to tighten and tone our skin, but it also has caffeine. So it's also going to tighten and tone everywhere. And this whole makeup look, I have done it before, will literally take me like, I've done it in like, I want to say like 6 or 7 minutes. So if you only have less than 10 minutes to get yourself ready for the day, then this routine is what you want to do. Now on my face right now, I just have concealer and I didn't actually use a lot of it. It blends out really nicely. So you don't have to use a ton all over. And the trick definitely is blend, 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 blend. Okay. So I do have some like active blemishes there. So I am going to go in with a little bit more concealer on just these little guys and let them kind of sit on there for a second. The longer that you let your concealer sit, the longer or the thicker the texture is. I'm going to try to write the date on here. Today's 9/4, right? I might need a white pen. Yeah, you can't see it. Oh yeah, I can. Nine, 4. I should write 25, just in case this lasts me over. Okay, remind me, you guys. When I run out of this, say, look at the bottom. Okay, 9/4, 25. Now I wrote it down. We'll see exactly how long it takes us to use that bad boy. Okay, so let that saturate, and then I'm very gently gonna go ahead in with the kabuki brush and tap, 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 tap. Just over that area. Now, another trick, if you have really dry skin or you have combination skin, you have dry areas, or if you're like me and you apparently got sunburn and I had no idea I did, then I'm going to go in with my setting mist at this point now. And I'm going to spray over my concealer, which again, we're not wearing any foundation. We only have our primer, our setting mist, and concealer on. And then I just did my setting mist again to add moisture into the concealer, which is going to help it to look more like skin. It's going to help it to look a little more natural. I know we don't match right now, our chest. Should have probably done the eyelet all over, but it's fine. We're going to make this work. Okay, so once we have that on, we can skip concealer because we already have it on. Now we're going to go ahead and contour. I still am obsessed with the cream contour even when I'm in a hurry. So we're going to go in with the shade Chocolate Souffle, which this has a 10-hour hold, has sodium hyaluronate, which again is a hydrating ingredient. Sodium hyaluronate, what it does to the skin is it plumps the skin, it lifts the skin. So if you ever find that when you're putting on certain makeup products, you look older, or you look more defined, like you can see more wrinkles and you're like, okay, that just made me look older. A lot of times those products don't have hydrating lifting ingredients. They're drying out your skin, which is accentuating your fine lines and wrinkles. So you want to make sure if you have fine lines and wrinkles or mature skin that you're using products that have sodium hyaluronate or have products that help to stimulate the collagen in your skin, which is going to help to tighten and tone and make you look more youthful. So ingredients to look for are sodium hyaluronate and peptides, both of which are in the concealer, and sodium hyaluronate is in this guy right here. Another thing that I actually just recently learned about our setting mist is it actually has another ingredient that helps to protect your skin from UV and helps to protect your skin from blue light. I had no idea. I was actually using this other product from Dime, which I still really like. It's called the Thirst Mist. But I was mostly like wowed by it because it helps protect your skin from blue light. And I had no idea that our setting mist also did that. And I was actually talking to someone from corporate and they were like, yeah, our setting mist does that. And I was like, it does? So yay for me, but another amazing reason to be able to make sure to use a setting mist. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and blend out this cream contour, which this is really going to help our makeup match. I know it seems silly, like contouring is going to make your makeup match, but it does because it's adding depth to your face. So we're going to go ahead and pop that on. Okay, right here. Oopsies. I dropped my brush and I stepped on it after I dropped it. I broke it, so I need to get a new one. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so blend that out, and then this is why I always love to do my foundation or concealer in different brushes. So that way if my contour got a little crazy or just needs to be blended out a little bit better, I can do that with my other brushes. So another thing to make sure that you invest in are your makeup brushes, and Younique's are so good. They're almost all of our brushes are made in Italy. So they're super luxurious bristles and they last forever. Okay. So time for blush so we don't look washed out. Again, a mandatory step, even when you're in a hurry, is to add a little bit of blush, especially when you're doing this makeup look, because you can look a little washed out with that concealer. So we're going to go ahead and put that color back in our skin using, again, the Bare You All-in-One Color Sticks. And this is the color Peony Pink. And then we did the shade Chocolate Souffle for our contour color. And then again, just making sure everything's soft and blended. Everything looks really, no harsh lines or anything like that. Okay. And now all of a sudden our makeup that didn't look like it matched before looks like it matches. So now to hold everything into place, I'm going to go in with a setting powder. This is actually from Younique. This is the Touch Behold setting powder. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Honestly, this brush would be better with it. This is called the setting powder brush. Setting powder brush. But I use mine for blush. I need to get a new one, but I'm just going to use this one I've had forever from MAC to set it. And what we're going to do with this is I'm just going to go in and set wherever I have natural creasing, which is around my eyes, my mini netlines, my 11s. I basically put this just wherever I naturally crease. It'll help to absorb and set that product in place. Also, it's going to help to minimize the appearance of blemishes and pores. So wherever you have large pores, this is also a really good product to use in those areas. And then for the rest of my face and over that area, I'm going to go in with my pressed powder. This is technically a foundation, so I guess technically we're wearing foundation, but this is going to set our makeup, making sure our concealer doesn't move throughout the day, and also even out our complexion. So if you are looking a little washed out or a little too light, this will help to even out that. So again, if you're like, okay, this is the more of my speed of makeup, quick, easy, takes less than 7 or 8 minutes. If you only have a few minutes in the morning to get ready and you still want to look like you are put together, like this looks put together. This looks like we have full makeup on when really we just have concealer. Concealer, and then we set it with pressed powder, basically. Okay, so now that we have that on, now we can kind of help to fine tune everything that we've done so far so we don't, again, look washed out or anything. So this step is optional because you technically did already contour, so you technically don't need to go in with another powder contour, but I personally think that extra step makes a big difference on, you know, how bold and how structured your face looks. So for me, I like doing it, but you don't have to do this step. So like I was saying, I'm using about 10 products, but if you really wanted to get down nitty gritty on like cutting down how many products you're using, you could absolutely cut this one out. Okay, so just using a powder contour to set our cream contour. And then we're going to go in with the pocket palette. This is going to be essential to this makeup look because it has 4 products in one. And it's the biggest bang for your buck. So it has a blush in it, which we're going to use. It's a peachy blush. It's really pretty, which again, super important when you're doing this kind of makeup look where you don't want to look washed out. So we're going to pop a little blush on. And then it also has a highlight. So we're going to use that highlight to, again, just accentuate our makeup. This step really makes the makeup look because it all of a sudden looks like we have like full glam on when really we don't. And then we're going to take just a more defined brush and use this there underneath the brow, just like so. And then you can actually, also it has an eyeshadow. So we're going to take like a little blending brush. I'm not going to do a lot. I just want to kind of dust this here. So has eyeshadow, has blush, has highlight, and it has lip gloss. So it's truly like a one-stop shop for so much. So like I was saying, if you are trying to get down nitty-gritty on like cutting out a lot of products out of your routine and you're like, I want the bare minimum, but I still want to look really put together, this is going to be essential because you can actually use the eyeshadow color as your contour if you need to. Has blush, has highlight, has eyeshadow. Okay, And then we're gonna use the lip gloss, which I know, red, crazy, but if you use your finger or like a lip brush and you have no lipstick or lip liner on, watch this. It makes your lips look rosy and not super red. So it almost gives your lips like a, what do I want to call it? Like a lip blush. Look at that. Doesn't look like we're wearing this bright of color, right? It looks like our lips, but more colorful, more pigmented. And that's so pretty. So that is the lip gloss. So we used all 4 products in today's look. We wore the lip gloss on our lips, eyeshadow on our eyes, blush on, highlight on. That right there is called the Pocket Palette, and it's on sale. It's normally a $54 product. It's on sale for 25 bucks. Thank you. So if you want the link to that, just say Pocket Palette. All right, now we're gonna go in with our brow gel. Like I said, on makeup looks where you're like, I don't have time to do all the different steps, but I still want to look put together, or you just want a more natural looking makeup look or natural feeling makeup look, because wearing just the concealer on all over feels like you have nothing on your face. It feels so weightless. Honestly, it feels like you're just wearing like moisturizer. So highly recommend. And again, if you want everything we used today, go and say product list. I give you the link. I want to say the whole product list for every single thing that I'm wearing on my face is around $300. So I feel like that's pretty doable for a full face of makeup. I'm talking everything. I'm talking primer, setting mist, concealer, bronzer, blush, lips, eyeshadow, brows. Every single product we used on our face today is around 300 bucks, which I don't feel like is that bad, especially if you're starting over. If you are like, okay, I need like a full reset of my makeup, or if you're new at makeup and you're like, I don't even know where to start, go and say product list, because you're also going to get free shipping. You get 20% of all of that. So it comes down to around 300, and you get a full size makeup palette. So you're going to get the Addiction Palette 8, which has the prettiest colors for fall. This one in particular is so stunning on. Has yellows, has golds, has this really pretty metallic color, has this really pretty forest green, it's really stunning orange. So you get this palette for free with any order of 3 items. If you get 4 items, you get 20% off and this. So definitely make sure to say product list. I'll give you a list of everything. And I do have a special bundle for this. So you're going to get the Twisted Mascara in this bundle. You're going to get the primer. You're going to get the eyeliner in the shade Proper. And then you're also going to get the blending brush. So you get all 4 of these items, and then you get the palette for free. So if you want this, say palette 8 bundle or 8 bundle, and I'll give you the link to this. So you get primer, mascara, eyeliner, and the brush, like a whole eye look. And then you get this for free. So if you want that bundle, say 8 bundle. The gloss doesn't bleed because it's not like an oily gloss. It stays on perfectly, just like that. And it's like not sticky. It's a really wonderful lip gloss that comes in the Pocket Palette. Okay, now let's set our makeup again. Now, if you do have a lot of fine lines around your lips and you find that no matter what lip product does bleed, Unique has a lip liner in the color called Pricey, I want to say, and it's actually a white eyeliner. It's clear. You cannot see it. Sorry, I keep saying eyeliner. It's a lip liner. It's clear, so you can't see it at all. So you could line your lips with that lip liner if you experience any bleeding, because it'll help to hold anything in place, but it won't mess with whatever color you're putting on. So if you're like, Raya, I need to use a lip liner because it bleeds all over, try doing that. Try getting the lip liner in the shade Pricey, I believe it's called. Okay, so now last step is Quadra. On those days where we are in a hurry, I am only going to reach for one mascara, and this is the mascara I'm going to reach for because it's smudge proof, it's water resistant, and it makes my lashes look insanely long. So we're going to do one nice coat of this on that side and this side. I like to do 2 coats of the long black bristle side and then 1 coat of the short silicone side of this mascara. This mascara also has a patent pending lash growth formula in it, so it actually makes your lashes grow while you wear it, which is rad. So this whole makeup look, every single product that we have on our face, from concealer to bronzer to primer, mascara, you name it, the entire makeup look is going to cost you a little more than $300, free shipping, and you get a free eyeshadow palette with your order. Say product list, I'll give you the link. Now, if you just want the free palette and you want a really good bundle for that, I have an eye bundle for you. It's going to come with your primer, your mascara in Twisted, the eyeliner in the shade Proper, and a brush, and then you get the palette for free. So say 8 bundle, and I'll give you the link to that. All right, short silicone side. And like I said, if I was not live and I was doing this makeup look, I could do this whole look in around like maybe 6 minutes. So if you have less than 10 minutes to get ready for the day, this is the makeup look that you should try and recreate. It truly does look like we have a full face of makeup on. We look decked out to the nines, but really did not take hardly any effort. And I will say there have been many people that have tried this with their own products at home, like from, you know, concealers that they got from who knows where, and they're like, it's not the same. I'm telling you, these products truly take it home. I mean, look at the coverage. Like, look at how we glimmer. Like, I'm telling you, these products really, really make the big difference. So go and say product list. I'll give you the link. Everything has a love it guarantee. So if there's anything that you're not loving, you can return it for your money back, no problem. So definitely let me know how I could be of any help to you guys. And I will do that. I will help you however I can. The palette 8 is the free item. So you get it for free with any order of 3 items on my link right here on Comigo, or on my unique link, which I'll give you Comigo right here. And then definitely snag the bundle 8 because it's truly such a good eyeshadow palette for fall. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you tomorrow to do another makeup look. But this palette, or this whole product list, is truly the biggest bang for your buck. Yes, I'll send you the link, Pam. All right, I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.